December has been terrible for Arsenal. The new year was ruined. Christmas was somewhat ruined as well. Personally, the way I feel with December ending, currently, I don't recognize this team. I don't recognize what I've seen in the last 5 games. You know, we're not playing with a smile on our faces. In anything in life, you need a smile. We're not pressing with the same intensity. Defensive standards have dropped off. We look blunt in attack. We look almost predictable in attack. Every player isn't really playing to their potential. Football is decided at both ends of the field. If you're shaky in defense and you're not putting the ball in the back of the net, you're in trouble. The midfield, while I think Rice, Havertz, and Odegaard have done all right, it feels like there's something missing. Personally, I think Arsenal need to do better at the fine margins. It's not good enough to dominate a game for 90 minutes, have a lot of touches in the opposition box. I still think the game management and general street smartness needs to improve. I think, you know, we need to learn when to kill games. We need to start games and finish games well. We need to stop conceding goals after we've taken the lead. I think there's question marks over the squad depth. I think there's question marks over our goals, because on the face of it, to have 2 academy boys as your top goal scorers in the Premier League is great. But when you consider Saka has 6, 2 of those were penalties, Eddie Nketiah has 5, 3 came in one game, we're in trouble. So let's go through the month of December and hope, you know, after this, that we're more optimistic in January. We've hit a blip. We've seen it happen to Chelsea, Manchester United, to a degree, Tottenham Hotspur. Everybody said Manchester City were down and out. I don't look at the league table, but the last time I checked, the one luxury all of these teams have is that they're all still in and around each other, and nobody's really pulling away where the Premier League title is concerned. So we can forgive ourselves for the past. We can, you know, and move towards another future, a better future, and learn from such. But let's go back and see what was. Now, December wasn't kind to us. We beat Wolves, dramatic win against Luton. It started fantastically. We were the better team against Aston Villa, but that doesn't mean much as we lost a 0-0 against a very informed side. We drew with PSV in our final group stage game in the Champions League. We kept a rare clean sheet for this month against Brighton with our 2-0 victory. The Anfield hoodoo continues as we dropped points from a winning position and drew 1-1 with Liverpool before losing 2-0 to West Ham. And then obviously we ended the month to Fulham in defeat, people. So that makes out, again, as I said, Arsenal 2, Wolves 1, Luton 3, Arsenal 4, Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 0. We beat Brighton 2-0. We drew with Liverpool. We lost 2-0 to West Ham and obviously lost to Fulham. That correlates to 3 victories, 3 defeats and a draw. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, especially, you know, Fulham, we were outclassed. But in the others, we should have taken full points, really, excluding Liverpool. We have dropped 5 points from winning positions against Fulham this season. And as you know, if you're trying to beat Liverpool and or Manchester City or anyone in this Premier League to the title, you need to win these games. You can't win them all, but there's games we need to win, especially from winning positions, if I'm completely honest. Again, you know, I think defensively we've fallen off a cliff, if I'm honest. It's unfortunate that we've actually only won just 2 of our 7 London derbies this season, losing 2, drawing 3 and winning 2, which is, you know, quite annoying, if I'm honest with you. David Raya has saved 77% of the shots on target last season. So far this season, he has saved just 59% on target against him. It means he's conceding 4 goals for every 10 faced, as opposed to roughly 2 for every 10 while at Brighton. You can't just look at the goalie. You know, he is our last line of defense. And I think Raya has been all right. But that tells you that, you know, we're kind of dropping off where we was defensively for the last 2 seasons, including now. I think at the start of the season, we were relatively solid defensively. I think we've slipped down a level there. And obviously, I think we have, quote unquote, improved in terms of creating chances in the final third, but we're not converting chances, people. So that tells you the structure and what we're doing defensively. We're allowing shots on target against Raya, which, again, we need to improve. Football's decided in both ends. We have kept just 1 clean sheet in 7 games. So as much as I think we've improved defensively, where are we? We've conceded 10 goals from our last 19 shots on target faced in the Premier League. In fact, again, football is decided at both ends of the spectrum, people, or both ends of the pitch. Our top goal scorer in the Prem is Bukayo Saka now with 6, Eddie Nketiah with 5. While I'm proud of the Haaland boys that they're able to do that, 3 of the goals Eddie has scored came in 1 game. 2 of the 6 Saka has scored have been penalties. I'm not mocking it. I'm just painting a picture. You know, we've got multiple goal scorers, but no one's got that strong pedigree. Open play goals were behind. Our front 3 isn't really firing as well. Just 12 really. between them. Despite this, we are 7th for goals with 37, which tells you the gears we could go up, people. For big chances missed, we're actually 8th, which could tell you we're clinical, but that tells me we're not creating enough. We're 2nd in the Premier League for shots. So again, it needs to correlate to goals. At the end of the day, we still sit 4th with 40 points. As I said, it could be better, it could be worse. All we can do is go on. You know, we might look back in December as this is where we shanked it in terms of winning a Premier League title, but we've got no choice but to continue. January sees us play Liverpool, Nottingham Forest, a potential 4th round in the FA Cup, and Palace. And it's no surprise with January that we need reinforcements, and we've been linked with a number of positions. I love this club, but it's not easy. These are what our players should be looking like to get inspired after a shoddy December. Look at the legacy. Too many names. My guy, I'll die for you in midfield again. You as well, Mr. Omri, Ian Allen, big up you lot, Bobby Perez, RIP the legend Rocastle, the Romford Pele, Tony Adams, Big Man Canu, and bare other man. Big up you lot for reaching the end of the video, people. Don't forget to hit the like button, comment your thoughts on how December's gone and all of that good stuff. I'm a bit annoyed because I trekked all the way to the Emirates. You would have seen a little bit of footage there. Actually recorded a lot of other thoughts and then I've deleted it off my phone, but it is what it is. I wasn't showing basic competencies. Now, December. Again, it was probably naive to see, you know, what was going on with other clubs and not think we'll hit a blip. It happens to every team. The reality is it could be much better. You know, again, coulda, woulda, shoulda has no place. In football, we have to deal with absolutes to a degree. Had we have beaten Spurs, had we have turned up against Chelsea, had we held on to the lead against Fulham, and easier said than done against Liverpool, we could have been that team that started moving away from the pack, started doing up Usain Bolt. So the reality is it could be better, it could be worse. The one benefit is that we've, won a lot of games and been doing our thing up until this blip. Now I need to see people stand up to be counted. In moments of adversity, this is where you see the character of a man or woman, but keeping it with the men's team, of the individuals, and that goes for every player. I think these players care. I think they have heart. I think they have desire, but they need to show it on the pitch. Nobody cares. You lot feel sorry for yourself, tell Arteta you don't want to show up for work. Because on the grand scheme of things, it's been a difficult December. If you go and win 5-10 games on a row, which probably need to do if you're looking at winning the Prem, nobody cares really and truly. Be upset that, we couldn't get anything at Anfield. Yeah, we got a point and it was more of a competitive game and stuff, and whatnot. We could beat them at the Emirates times too. That would be great. But as I said, it could be better, it could be worse. We have to count our blessings that it's not worse. We have to hold ourselves accountable that it's not better and move on. Everybody's near enough with everybody. We've got 40 points. Do I think Arsenal are going to win the league? Of course I don't. I don't think we have enough. But just because I believe that, I don't want the players to believe that really and truly. It's been a perfect season, but from August up until December, it was brilliant. Last minute winners, ticking over, winning games, bantering other clubs. We couldn't be naive to assume that we wouldn't be hit with this rut. It's now how we get out of it. As I said, I believe everybody's got to go back to basics defensively. I think we've got to go back to basics in an offensive sense. As you've seen, I am quite concerned with our lack of goal threats or threatening goal scorers. I do think the whole team, and again, our first attacker is David Raya. Our first defender is Gabriel Jesus, who is ever up front. I think the whole team needs to go back to basics defensively. I think this whole month really has shown that, of course, you're going to concede goals, lose balls on the transitions. This is football. But a lot of the goals we conceded were very avoidable. Even the game against Luton that has a touch of romance because we got a last-minute winner. We dropped off defensively, whether it's errors leading to goal, whether it's on the transition, whether it's people being slow to react. We need to really understand how efficient and effective you need to be in both boxes and also midfield. We just need to get back to basics, really. At the end of the day, I won't quite say we've done ourselves any favors this month. And to a degree, this could be a point where you look back at, this is where it was won or lost in terms of a Premier League or major trophy. But they need to go on. We need to move on. A new month, a new year. Let's just keep going, really and truly. Forgive yourselves as to what has happened up until this point. Be optimistic for the future. Get back to basics, really and truly. I definitely feel we need to do something in the transfer market. I'm sure all of you lot do as well, people. In terms of players of the month, it's a bit of a difficult one, really and truly. I'd give it to, excluding the Fulham game, I'd give it to either Saliba or Gabriel. I think our centre-halves generally have done well, even when we've conceded goals, even if they have made mistakes. I think they've stood tall. Declan Rice, big him up as well. Other than that, I don't really think there is a player or players of the month, if I'm completely honest. So, yeah, man, hopefully January is better for us. We just need to keep going. Let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know exactly how you lot feel. Are you optimistic about the league? Do you think it's gone? Can we only hope for top 4 in an FA Cup? You know, where do you think we need to improve in January? Let me have all of your thoughts. God bless you all. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Make sure you're following me on all my socials, the Ludiguna04 on Instagram and Twitter. Again, so you're up to date with everything that's going on. You lot stay safe, stay blessed, and we link up again soon.
There's always just that active red flag defending. I think it's like